HE's Gaming September Challenge conclusion. I have finished my Ultramarine tactical squad. It is a 30k Legion tactical squad, so no special weapons. I have a sergeant with the power fist and an artificer armor, along with a Vexilia, who's there on the sergeant's right, the big old banner. And it's got 8 more tactical Marines. They're just basic Marines, just from the Caliph Betrayal of Caliph box. Very easy to put together, lots of fun, and got some of the unit markings, which is basically just what came in the Caliph box. And then I just got a snow mat, so I went and tried to make the base kind of closest to that as possible, with a little bit of black and gray, kind of almost a very dirty, not quite volcanic kind of look to it, or obsidian probably, I don't know. The mat kind of has a little bit of black. You might have seen it. It is the Frontline Gaming mat. You'll see it in a lot of games coming up. But here we are. We got it done. I actually finished it yesterday. This is the 22nd. I finished it on 21st, and I really only took about a week and a half to do it because I was out on a trip for most of the first part of September, so it was great timing there. But here we are, and I will just kind of rotate these so you can get a better look at everything, and I'll get some close-ups of the sergeant and the Vexilia, and maybe 1 or 2 of the tactical Marines. We'll see. Here we go. There it is, the full squad, and it's kind of a 360. Using my handy dandy Lazy Susan. I don't have the fancy stuff yet. So here we have my sergeant. He has power fist, bolt pistol, artificer armor. He's not a veteran sergeant, so he's not a white helmet, but he does kind of have the red and white on his little helmet frill there. I can't remember the name of it. And then I went with the white for his little tabard type thing. I'm sure there's a better name for it, but I don't know. He has a little ultramarine blue on his knee, and then he has the tactical squad markings on his shoulder. I gave him a little bit of fancier shoulder pads, so that kind of stands out a little bit more. Basically, I just did a Army Painter Ultramarine blue spray, and then I did Drakenhof wash, and then did some Calgar blue with medium mix for some of the highlighting, then a bit of Fenrisian gray to do a little bit of the edge highlighting. The little studs on the legs is administrative gray, and got the red is Mephiston red with a little the crimson carbon crimson wash in there. The metal is just the gold, henna gold, and the bright gold, older bright gold. Did Chaos Black for the black portions with some Dawnstone and Mystery Gray for the highlighting, and of course Vulcan metal, because that's how long I've been using this paint, and then a little bit of the Runefang steel for the silver. The snow is just Elmer's glue with Gale Force 9s. I think it's Gale Force 9s, or Woodland Scenic snow base, and then it's Woodland Scenic's gravel, fine and coarse, with a base of black, shadow, and a dry brush of Vallejo's dark rubber, followed by shadow gray. And the red portion on top is Mephiston red with some, let's see, what was it, blood red and Azurine blue ink, and then a little bit of orange, just a tad bit of Jacora orange, I think it was. And the white is Celestian gray with Luthon gray, followed by a very light dry brush of Vallejo whites. And here's Vexilia. He's got a little bit the same basic way of putting the paint together. The scroll work was, I can't even remember, it's got some elf flesh as the tone, as the highlight, and then I think it was Kimmery Brown as the base for it. And then the skull is just the same thing, both white. It's all just gold metal. And then I used a Micron pen to do the Ultra and the squiggly lines to make it look like there's some writing there from a distance. It looks really good. And then the decals, the transfers as they were, the Ultramarine U there, the 13 on his knee pad, and then the double triangle was with Microsoft Set and Microset Soul, which if you do decal work or transfer work of any kind, you need to use. This stuff's awesome. You put it down there and it makes the transfers really thin and molds better, especially on rounded shoulders and things. If you ever do tanks, I do lots of Flames of War, and I've had people ask if I freehanded the decals that I put on there for like my Canadians, my M10s. They're just like, wow, that star's awesome. I just go Microsol, Microset. That's all you need. And here we'll just do a Tactical Marine. Got his bolt gun up there. Can't really see the red too much. I didn't do any like little white dot in the corner because I didn't think I could do it correctly. And also, actually I just wasn't sure if I could do it correctly. That's the big reason. The studs that are on the other guys, not this one, I'll show those, were pretty easy to paint too. I highly recommend you do a little bit of detail work on some things, like on the, such as the kind of the rubber between on the legs, on the greaves. I did that with the dark rubber from Vallejo, love it, and then a very heavy black wash Nuln Oil. Last one, just real quick, the kind of the details, the Mystery Gray for the studs there, the armor repair kits as they were. And just, I see a lot of times people just kind of do a quick dry brush and keep it as just the base color. And I think if you just make it a little bit stand out a little bit more, it looks so much better from a distance. And it stands out and really makes the guy look like he's been through a whole bunch of stuff. That is, had to get a lot of armor replaced. Did a couple extra different ways of highlighting. I usually don't do as much highlighting on like the shoulders as I did, but I think it came out pretty well. I'm going to continue doing that style. Alright, well, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy your September challenge. Make sure you send me some pictures. I'm going to have a post at the end with some pictures of people who took part of the challenge. And if you need a game in or any painting tips or anything, and you live in the Little Rock area, just give me a holler. Well, even if you don't live in the Little Rock area, you want some painting tips or just how to get motivated to do something like September challenge, just leave me a message here. I'll get back to you. Thanks a lot, guys.